I would have rather seen more of the gritty edge, like the new Punisher movie, which with Thomas Jane. I thought that was a little bit more violent than the ones that came before it, and in my opinion, was better.
Okay, now for the game-related question. Are you a gamer at all?
Yeah, I've been playing games for a long time.
All right, now, have you played the new Wolverine video game?
No, I have not.
Is it something that you're interested in trying out? Because it is a very hard M-rated game. Lots of blood, lots of gore, lots of just things getting ripped apart.
I would check it out. I like games, and I was a big World of Warcraft player for a long time, and I played Warhammer and several different MMOs, but I don't have a game system right now, so playing those other games.
Okay, I understand. Now, since we're here in your booth and we want to wrap things up, let us see some of your comic books. Show us some of your keepers here. Something very impressive that you have.
Let me go back behind
Okay,
the table.
because now the camera right there is kind of stuck. So if you could bring some things back, show them to us, and tell us a little bit about them, that would be great.
Sure.
All right, and he is just going to go grab a couple of things, and he'll be right back. And you got, as you remember, at home we are at the Chicago Comic-Con here, presented by Wizard World. We are UFragTV.com, working along with Pwnecast.com. We are broadcasting live all 3 days at Comic-Con. We are gaming live. We have Kelly from Sci-Fi's Ultimate Gamer here. She is one of the greatest gamers in the United States, handing people their ass left and right. I mean, she is gaming so hard today that people are coming in, they're challenging her, they're giving her their all, and she's just going, I'm bored with you, next. And that right there is some hardcore gaming. Now, this Comic-Con has just started. Yesterday was a short day for the VIPs to come in and check things out. Today is the first full day for people, and as you can see, it is just packed. There are almost 100,000 people here. It is crazy packed, and it's going to get even more packed because it's only Friday. People are still working today. Saturday and Sunday is going to be just droves of more people coming. And you know what? This is such a great con. People come here year after year. They really enjoy it, and we are glad to be here broadcasting. We are here with the pleasures and the blessings of Comic-Con. They have asked us to come here and show off everything for the people, and we are glad to do it. Now, the fine gentleman that I'm interviewing has now got some really cool comics to show us. Please tell me what you have.
I'm going to show you a couple examples of different stuff from different ages. So the first one we have here, this is All-Star 3. This is the first Justice Society. It goes for about $6,500. And this is a classic example of a Golden Age comic book. We also have Amazing Spider-Man #1. This goes for $4,500. This is a classic example of a Silver Age comic book. And then we have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1. And this is a classic example of a Bronze Age comic book. This is one of the most sought-after books of the Bronze Age. This one goes for $2,200 in the 9.0. This is a CGC graded book. Graded by a third-party independent service called Comics Guaranteed Certified, and they've been doing comics grading for about the last 5 years and doing a great job of it.
Well, you know, you got a very nice booth set up here. You got lots of content. Everybody is checking it out. As you can see, while we've been doing this interview, people have been coming in and out, buying your stuff, looking at your stuff, drooling. Thank you very much for your time, and good luck selling it all.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye now.
All right, this is Alfonso, and I'm back at our UFragTV.com booth, the Pwnecast.com booth, and I was grabbed and pulled over to this gentleman right here and told, this guy's cool, you want to interview him. Why do we want to interview you?
I don't know why, but I'm glad that you are.
All right, well, why don't you tell us why you are here and what we want to hear.
Okay, well, my name is Jibba Malay Anderson. I'm an associate professor at the Illinois Institute of Art, Schaumburg, and I teach in their media arts and animation and game art department. Also, I'm a comic book creator, and I have a project called The Horseman. Okay. Right on. And The Horseman is the story of the gods of ancient Africa possessing 7 people to save humanity from itself. I put it out through my own company, Griot Enterprises, and the first miniseries, which came out in 2002, is going to be collected in February as a trade paperback called Divine Intervention, and it's going to be published through Arcana Comics. Also, I have the new story arc, which is just starting, called The Book of Olorun, which is online now at indieplanet.com, where fans can pick up the book right from that website. Or what they can do is wait a couple of weeks, and it's going to be in comic book stores through Comics Monkey, which is Kablam's digital printing arm. So what I'm doing is I'm really taking the idea of print on demand and what Kablam is doing, and now they're getting into distribution on demand, and really using that model as sort of like a template for the future of independent comic books, because I just think it's a great idea. It's a great opportunity for new voices and new artists to get out there, because, to be honest with you, the old distribution systems are closing out those voices, and they need to be heard. And it's a situation of, with certain attitudes going on today, things like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles wouldn't get noticed. You see what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
Exactly. So it's like really supporting the independent market, the independent creator, the independent vision. And that's what I'm doing through this distribution system, and I think that The Horseman is the perfect vehicle, the perfect model for that.
Would you say that The Horseman is a comic that would lend itself well to a film, or in this instance we are in the video game industry, a video game?
Oh, completely. The concept is the concept, and I feel that the story is very solid, and the story can take itself into very many different platforms. As a matter of fact, I do have a package, and I am working on getting The Horseman made into an animated film, and of course video games. I mean, it's just a cross-platform property, as most properties are nowadays. I think that's one of the things that people forget, is that when people try to create a property, they think about, or they pigeonhole themselves in the, shall we say, delivery system. Like, they're either thinking like, oh, I want to do a graphic novel, oh, I want to do a movie, oh, I want to do a game. Whereas the most important part is the story.
And to be fluid.
Exactly. It's all about the story. And if you have a good story, you have a good concept, you have a good property, it just translates into very many different media. I mean, Star Wars is a perfect example. The Matrix trilogy is a perfect example. It's not something that this is new. I mean, this is something that's been going on since the inception. It's just that now, comic books have kind of taken center stage with the success of comic book films, and in all honesty, with The Dark Knight being the tipping point of what comic book films can do. Now people are feeling like, well, you have this thing in Hollywood, and people are like, they're trying to create properties and make them graphic novels because it'll sell as a film. It's not the case. If the story is good, the story is good. You know what I mean?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Now, if I may ask, are you doing, with this story, a mini-series, or is it something with the potential to be a long-term comic like Spider-Man or Batman or Captain America?
I'm the kind of creator that I believe in series of mini-series. My idea is more along the lines of the European model, or even the manga model, whereas, you have a story, it has a beginning, it has a middle, and it has an end. If the property works, then you can continue telling stories. So my concept, The Horseman, is ultimately a finite concept with infinite potential, if you understand what I'm saying.
Oh, yes, I understand completely, and that's why I asked the question. Now, I think we've gotten a good idea about, what you are all about, what your comic is all about, your distribution methods, and what you hope to achieve. So if, we're live on the internet right now, people are out there hearing what you have to say, maybe you're making some fans right now. Tell us, if you had, the opportunity to give a shout out to potential fans, tell them what you want to tell them, but also give yourself one more plug, give them all that information, and just, end on a high note.
Okay. Well, to all the fans, just what I want to say is that, I'm just like you. All the creators in here are just like you. We're here because we love comics. We love animation. We love video games.